The tribal chief just made a choice that's going to shake the entire wrestling world to its core. After weeks of speculation, after months of mind games, after years of dominance, Roman Reigns looked directly into the camera and said the two words that every single wrestling fan has been waiting to hear: CM Punk. WrestleMania. And right now, I'm going to break down every single second of the most electrifying moment in recent WWE history, and trust me, by the time we're done here, you're going to understand why this isn't just a match announcement, this is the beginning of something legendary. But before we dive into this chaos, I need you to do something for me. I need you to be part of this SLAMZONE family. If you love wrestling, if you live for these moments that give you goosebumps, hit that subscribe button right now. Because we're building something special here, and I don't want you to miss a single breakdown, a single analysis, a single moment of the madness that's coming our way. Smash that like button, turn on those notifications, and let's experience this journey together. Your support means everything to this channel, and honestly, knowing you're riding along with me through every suplex, every plot twist, every championship reign, that's what makes this worth it. Now let's get into what just happened on Monday Night Raw. The arena is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. You can feel it through the screen. The crowd knows something massive is about to go down because when Roman Reigns' music hits, when that iconic theme echoes through the arena, the entire atmosphere changes. This isn't just another superstar making an entrance. This is the man who has held the WWE Universe in the palm of his hand for over 1,000 days as Universal Champion. This is the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the man who has conquered everyone put in front of him. Paul Heyman walks out first, microphone in hand, that knowing smirk on his face. You know that look. That's the look of a special counsel who knows his client is about to drop a bombshell that nobody saw coming. The crowd is on their feet, some cheering, some booing, but everyone, and I mean everyone, is locked in. Roman follows behind, oozing confidence with every step. The championship gold may not be around his waist right now, but make no mistake, he still carries himself like the most dominant force in professional wrestling. His eyes are focused, his jaw is set, and there's this intensity radiating from him that tells you he's not here for pleasantries. He's here to make a statement. They step into that squared circle, and Paul Heyman begins his signature introduction. The crowd reaction is deafening. Some fans are chanting Roman, Roman, while others are hurling insults his way, but that's the power of the tribal chief. Love him or hate him, you cannot look away. You cannot ignore him. Heyman's voice cuts through the noise, praising his client, building up the moment, talking about legacy, about greatness, about what it means to be at the top of this business. And then Heyman pauses. The smile fades just slightly, and he says something that makes the entire arena go quiet. My tribal chief has made his decision about WrestleMania. You can feel your heartbeat quicken. This is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. For weeks, the speculation has been running wild. Would Roman challenge Cody Rhodes for a rematch? Would he go after Gunther? Would he insert himself into the World Heavyweight Championship picture? The possibilities seemed endless, but now, standing in the center of that ring, Roman Reigns is about to reveal his hand. Roman takes the microphone from Heyman. The crowd noise swells again, a mix of anticipation and emotion. Roman lets the moment breathe. He's a master at this. He knows how to control a crowd, how to make them hang on his every word. He looks around the arena, making eye contact with fans in every section, and then he speaks. His voice is calm but carries weight. He talks about WrestleMania being the grandest stage of them all. He mentions how he's headlined it multiple times, how he's created moments that will live forever in WWE history. He reminds everyone that he's not just any superstar, he's the superstar, the one who draws the biggest crowds, the one who sells out stadiums, the one who makes WrestleMania feel like WrestleMania. The tension is building with every sentence. Fans are starting to murmur amongst themselves, trying to predict who he's going to choose. Some are holding up signs for their favorite wrestlers, hoping against hope that Roman will call out their hero. The energy is electric, crackling through the air like lightning about to strike. Then Roman says it. He says that at WrestleMania, he wants to face a man who claims to be the voice of the voiceless, a man who walked away from WWE and came crawling back, a man who thinks he belongs in the main event conversation. The crowd erupts because they know exactly who he's talking about. Roman pauses again, letting the reaction wash over him, feeding off the chaos, and then he says the name that changes everything: CM Punk. The arena absolutely explodes. I'm talking about a sound so loud it feels like the roof is going to come off the building. Fans are jumping out of their seats, some in shock, some in pure elation, some in complete disbelief. This is the match people have been fantasy booking for months, maybe even years. This is dream match territory, and Roman Reigns just made it real. But here's where it gets even more intense. The lights flicker. That familiar static hits. And then, CM Punk's music blasts through the speakers. The crowd somehow gets even louder, if that's even possible. People are losing their minds, and rightfully so, because CM Punk is about to respond to the Tribal Chief's challenge in real time. Punk appears at the top of the ramp, and the look on his face says it all. This isn't the smiling, fan-favorite CM Punk. This is the intense, focused, dangerous CM Punk who has something to prove. He's in his ring gear, ready to go, and he's staring a hole through Roman Reigns from across the arena. The two men lock eyes, and in that moment, you can feel history being written. Punk starts his walk to the ring, and every step is deliberate. He's not rushing. He's savoring this. He knows the magnitude of what's happening. The fans are chanting his name, CM Punk. CM Punk over and over, creating this wave of sound that gives you chills. He slaps hands with a few fans at ringside, never breaking his stare from Roman, never showing an ounce of fear or hesitation. Now here's where I need to pause for just a second, because if you're feeling this energy, if your heart is racing watching this unfold, I need you to show some love to this channel. Drop a comment down below telling me who you think is going to win this match at WrestleMania. Are you Team Tribal Chief or Team Best in the World? Hit that like button if you're as hyped as I am right now, and subscribe to SLAMZONE because we're going to be breaking down every single moment of this rivalry as it develops. We're a family here, and I genuinely appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to watch, to engage, to be part of this community. Now let's get back to this incredible moment. Punk climbs into the ring, and the atmosphere is thick with tension. You could cut it with a knife. Roman and Paul Heyman are on one side of the ring, and Punk is on the other, microphone in hand, and nobody in that building is sitting down. Security guards position themselves around ringside, ready for anything, because when these two titans are in the same space, anything can happen. Punk speaks, and his voice has that edge to it, that confidence mixed with a hint of aggression. He acknowledges Roman's challenge, and there's this slight smirk on his face, like he's been waiting for this exact moment. He talks about how he's been back in WWE, fighting his way through the roster, proving that he still has what it takes to hang with the best. He mentions his journey, the injuries he's overcome, the doubters he's silenced, and how every single step has been leading to this. Then Punk gets serious. He looks Roman dead in the eyes and tells him that he's not the same wrestler Roman might remember. He's hungrier, he's more motivated, and he's got nothing left to lose. Punk reminds Roman that while the Tribal Chief was dominating SmackDown, Punk was tearing down the house on Raw, putting on classic after classic, reminding the world why he's called the best in the world. The crowd is going absolutely berserk. Half are chanting for Roman, half for Punk, and it creates this incredible dueling chant that echoes throughout the entire arena. Roman's expression changes slightly. You can see the fire in his eyes intensify. He's not used to being challenged like this, not with this level of confidence, not by someone who genuinely believes they can beat him. Roman steps forward, closing the distance between them. They're face to face now, inches apart, and the referee has to position himself between them just in case things get physical. The intensity is off the charts. Roman speaks again, this time with more edge in his voice. He tells Punk that this isn't the independent circuit, this isn't some bingo hall, this is his yard, his WWE, and at WrestleMania, he's going to remind Punk exactly why he's been on top for so long. Punk fires back immediately, not backing down an inch. He tells Roman that he's faced giants before, he's conquered champions before, and Roman is just another name on his list. The trash talk is getting more heated, more personal, and you can feel that both men are dangerously close to throwing hands right here and now. Then something unexpected happens. Punk extends his hand. The crowd gasps. Is this a sign of respect? Is this a mind game? Roman looks at Punk's hand, then back at his face, trying to read the situation. Heyman is whispering in Roman's ear, probably warning him not to trust it. The tension is absolutely unbearable. Roman reaches out slowly, and just as their hands are about to connect, Punk pulls his back and smirks. The crowd pops huge, and Roman's face shows pure fury. That mind game just hit its mark. Punk just showed Roman that he's not going to play by anyone's rules, not even the unwritten ones of mutual respect between main eventers. Before Roman can respond, Punk drops his microphone and exits the ring, walking backward up the ramp with his eyes still locked on the Tribal Chief. He's sending a clear message: I'm not afraid of you, I'm not intimidated by your legacy, and at WrestleMania, I'm coming to take everything from you. Roman is seething in the ring. Heyman is trying to calm him down, but you can see the Tribal Chief is ready to explode. He grabs the microphone again and shouts at Punk that he just made the biggest mistake of his career, that he just signed up for a beating at the grandest stage of them all, and when WrestleMania is over, there won't be any doubt about who the real top guy in WWE is. Punk reaches the stage, raises his arms in his signature pose, and the crowd gives him a massive ovation. This moment, this confrontation, has set the stage for what could be the match of the decade. Two of the biggest egos in wrestling, two of the most talented performers of their generation, two men who genuinely believe they're the best, and they're on a collision course for WrestleMania. As Raw goes off the air, we see one final shot of Roman staring up the ramp at Punk, and then it cuts to Punk with that confident smirk, and you just know that over the next several weeks, this is going to get even more intense, even more personal, even more unforgettable. What a moment. What an announcement. What a setup for WrestleMania. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and being part of the SLAMZONE family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, smash that like button, drop your predictions in the comments, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming breakdowns. We're going to be covering every twist and turn of this Roman vs. Punk saga, and I want you right here with me for all of it. This is going to be legendary, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome, stay hyped, and keep slamming.